One review.
So forth. The 42 declarations of Ma'at predated the Ten Commandments, and that's where they're plagiarized from. And once you say all 42 of these things truthfully, then your heart is weighed against the feather of Ma'at, and it said that you are true of voice. You said what you actually did. So Ma'at Heru, and you use that for those who are transition. And then here, you have Imahu, that's the revered one. Her Usir, that's beside or in the proximity to Usir. Usir being the one who actually does the judgment of your heart in that weighing ceremony. The idea of, judgment after death, it comes from classical Kemet, and that's what that attests to. So, Ahod, they have the council, beautiful of council, the ideas that they have, the plans that they have, so forth. Here you have Ka, Kametiu. That is the spirit of the people. So that's the translation that my parents got out of the name book. My parents didn't exchange wedding rings when they got married. They exchanged the family name, and then they each gave each other first names that they thought encapsulated the character of the other one. So when you say in the spirit of the people, the Ka of Kametu, translating literally to black people. So this is the spirit of black people, Maheru. Again, true of voice. So he wrote his name. So anyone who knows how to say these, you're actually saying Kamal Rashidi Kamban. But now if you want the translation of Kamal, the quiet warrior, Rashidi, the one who gives beautiful advice and so forth. And then Kambon in the spirit of the people, then you're actually getting the translation on the second line.
So your father had chief shoes on. He was a chief or king?
So chief is a term that the British said in 1821 they passed a decree that only they're allowed to use the word king, that everybody else has to use the word chief. And it's very similar to, they'll say that they have houses, we have huts. They have nations, we have tribes. So, if you look at the entire population of Switzerland, I don't even know what it is, 10 million, whatever it is.
Right.
But then look at the population of Yoruba, 30, 40 million. So they're not even basing it on anything. It's not based on population. They're just saying if they are the Neanderthals they are, then they call theirs nations because they have the higher level. And then they call theirs, they'll call ours rather tribes. So, I always mention this. I teach Intro to African Studies at University of Ghana. And I'm like, all these terms that you think are anything other than just an insult to you and your people, that's exactly what they are. So they'll say they have forests, we have jungles. And like I can go down a list of like 20, 30 things, and there's a good article by Kwerogi that goes into names and titles that the British use for everybody else that they never use for themselves. So we don't use chief, we don't use king. This is Abibi Fahundie, the very spirit of black liberation, our ancestor.
Wow. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. How can people connect with you?
So you can connect with me through Abibitumi. As you will be well aware that I have no presence on any Cracker Media, Cesspool Media, PsyOp Media. You can connect with me through Abibitumi. That is our app. You can download the app, go to the App Store, Play Store, wherever you download stuff from, you can get it. I would prefer you get it on a black-made phone, like the Burkina Faso phone. That's that Black Land Flex that we talking about.
Yeah, the phone. Yeah, I gotta ask you about the phone. How much was the phone?
The phone was around the equivalent of 160 USD.
That's it. And it moves pretty good.
It moves absolutely blacknificent. Blacknificent.
Where you get the phone from?
Burkina Faso and Ouagadougou. So Horizon Industries makes the high cell phone, and the particular model I have is Hope. They have another model called Star. They also produce laptops there. And what Ibrahim Traore said is that anybody who works in his government, they must use this phone. So that's the type of policy.
So we got to go there to get it done.
So what we're doing is that we're going to actually offer it through Abibitumi. So within the next month or two, you'll be able to do that. But now you can go there and pick it up in very short. They said that they can ship it. So we're going to make it available for sale through Abibitumi, and you can get it that way.
Man, if you open it up to exports across the waters, man, you have a bunch of people buying it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so people are coming. Thank you so much.
So the decade of our repatriation, the door to a better Ghana is opening. This is the door from diaspora to destiny. This is Ghana's brain drain to Ghana's brain gain. So this is the decade of our repatriation endorsed by the Office of the President, Ghana Tourism Development Company. This decade is going to be like when people talk about, the Harlem Renaissance, or the Great Migration, or all these different things. And my Baba Kashan, who was here earlier, he was like, this is the Roaring 20s. right? Just
Wow.
like in the 1920s, they said, oh, it's the roaring, look at all this stuff going on. Look at,
Right.
you and I, all this stuff. The roaring 20s is back, and this is the time where our people are coming back to make this land, Kemet, the land of black people, we're making it black again.
Great time to be in Ghana.
Black to live.
Woo! Thank you, brother. Thank you. Mr. Chairman.
Oh man, I'm glad you were here. Give me a question. I learned it. Yeah.
He just gave us a lecture.
No
You know what I
damn,
can
man.
submit for a credit right now. When I bring kids, I wanna be able to, could we bring kids from America every year? I would love to have you on the tour.
Absolutely. That's what the Ghana Tourism Development Company piece is all about, so that people can come here. You have the cocoa farm, the very first place cocoa was planted in Ghana was here in Montblanc. But then you have a BB headquarters. So as long as your group is all black, they can come. Any crackers, they got to stay outside. But yes,
We'll arrange for them to stay outside. Because I do have less pasture. I don't have. I get it. I trust me. I get it.
they're not allowed to set foot on this soil. This is sacred soil. So
Right. I get it. Not the kids are all black, but I get the other ones. I figured out a way to take them somewhere. Y'all go this way. Run. This is strictly for.
It was a video just recently. So I think it was Vietnam or somewhere. You was going viral with the white people that came over there. The children, they was running. That's what they running. They say no.
They know what's up.
they know what's up.
They say
Yeah. Those are some smart children.
They was running. The white people, why y'all running? Everybody, I said, yeah, they know.
So that officer in Chicago, man, nothing happened, bro.
Well, in Chicago.
Yeah, the officer that did that to you.
So this is a thing. This is an interesting piece. So I mentioned that none of the other police officers wanted to back up the one who they had testified. And I'll tell you this. I used to go to the gun range with a brother named Robert David Lemieux, and he helped me immensely. He was in Spokusat by the door. He was a light-skinned brother who was like, I was born black, I live black, I'm gonna die probably because I'm black, because some cracker who knows I'm black better than you will probably put a bullet in the back of my head, dead press sample that all that. So he ended up becoming a detective in the Chicago police force. And they're just like all black people just send them to prison. He was like, yo, this one is different. You can't do this to this brother, right? So the other police officers, they just were like, yo, you on your own. You understand? We didn't see it. Hey, you ain't have it. So I don't know if anything internally happened. I left the United States. I ain't been back since. And they were supposed to expunge it from my record, but something around like the John Burge case, all these things, they ended up doing like a class action lawsuit, and we got some like mail on that. And I was like, well, how do you even have a record of it, because it's supposed to be expunged? But apparently they have some way that they can still, find it. But we beat the case, so I'm here legally.
That's good.
We beat the case, because otherwise my father was like, yo, we're going to go underground. They don't want to see what's going to happen in the courthouse. They're going to see something like Samuel L. Jackson in that one movie.
But they got exposed for corruption, the police department.
Yeah.
For a lot of cases.
Yes. So they even had to do a moratorium on the death penalty because they were taking battery cables and then putting it on the testicles of black men.
He was trained in
All
Fort
types of
Benning, Georgia. John Bird, Fort Benning, Georgia. He was trained over there. He brought those same tactics.
torture.
Wow.
Torture tactics.
Wow. And cause hell on the community.
Yeah.
Wow. I come in both y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
Come in both y'all.
So we walk in the footsteps of our ancestors.
Yes,
a
indeed.
proverb that
Yes,
says,
indeed. Yes,
if you walk in the footsteps of your father, you learn to walk like him. And that's why this is so significant.
It's so
because
significant, man.
Yeah.
It's so significant.
Yeah. Around greatness.
I'm on cloud million, man. I'm telling you. Yeah.
All right. We good.
Yeah.
I think this one this was mine right here.
Get right on.
They both the same model. Uh-oh. Nah, that ain't mine.
Okay.